The Chattanooga police officers who first responded to the Naval Reserve Center last summer on July 16th are being recognized nationally for their bravery.
Now, the 6 officers you see on your screen here will receive Top Cop Awards tomorrow night in Washington, D.C. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Herron is in Washington covering all weekend. Let's find out from Michelle just exactly what we can expect.
Chattanooga police are being honored for their courage and sacrifice on July 16th. They're one of 9 being awarded the national honor. It's been nearly 10 months since Chattanooga police put themselves in front of harm's way when a shooter opened fire at 2 military service centers. These 5 officers fired back, killing the shooter. Officer Dennis Pettigo was shot in the attack. The bravery from that day is now being recognized on a national level, as all 6 officers have been chosen to receive a Top Cops Award. The award from the National Association of Police Organizations pays tribute to outstanding law enforcement officers across the country for their actions that go above and beyond the call of duty. 1 top cops case is chosen from each state, and then the top 10 cases are ranked and recognized at an award ceremony in Washington, D.C. Chattanooga police will be at the ceremony on Saturday.
These 6 officers were there, and they did what needed to be done that day to save other people's lives.
Coming up at 5:30, we'll have more on the officers' arrival, as well as the story behind the nomination for this award. Reporting in Washington, D.C., I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. 6 Chattanooga police officers are in our nation's capital to receive a special honor for their bravery during the July 16th shootings.
And that award came about because of the efforts of another top cop. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Herron explains why he wanted to make sure their efforts were recognized.
Of hundreds of nominations, 6 Chattanooga police officers were chosen as some of our nation's top cops. The 6 officers and their families arrived in Washington, D.C. Friday with Chief Fred Fletcher. This group from Chattanooga is one of 9 who are being recognized for their courage and bravery in the line of duty.
You had a terrorist that was hitting soft spots in our community.
They were selected for their actions on July 16th when they fired their weapons at the man who attacked 2 military service centers, killing 5 servicemen and injuring 2, including Officer Dennis Pettigo.
That was his main objective, to cause turmoil and kill people. And that's where our officers came in, went in, hearing the gunfire, and went in and stopped the threat.
The Top Cops Award is from the National Association of Police Organizations and is one way officers are reminded that their service is never taken for granted. Chattanooga's top cops were nominated by someone who knows the meaning behind the award firsthand. Officer Lauren Johnston, who received a Top Cop Award in 2012. Channel 3 was there as Johnston tearfully accepted a Top Cop Award for his duty on April 2nd, 2011, when Sergeant Tim Chapin was shot and killed in a botched robbery. Johnston was also wounded in the attack.
It's an award that they deserve, and I'm happy that they were selected.
Top cops are nominated by their fellow officers. Coming up at 6, hear from the one who nominated some of his own. Reporting in Washington, D.C., I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
No doubt about it, it's a big weekend for some Chattanooga men in blue.
The Chattanooga police officers who first responded to the Naval Reserve Center back on July 16th are being recognized in the nation's capital for the courage they showed that day. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Herron is in Washington, D.C. to bring us more.
6 Chattanooga police officers are being recognized as top cops, and the man who nominated them knows the meaning behind the award firsthand. Chattanooga police officer Lauren Johnston didn't think twice when it came to nominating these 6 officers for going above the call of duty. The recognition comes from their bravery on July 16th. Channel 3 was with Johnston when he was recognized as a top cop 4 years ago, when he was selected for his bravery on April 2nd, 2011, when Sergeant Tim Chapin was shot and killed in a botched robbery. Johnston was also wounded in the attack.
Without any regards to their own life, they knew they had to stop the threat, and they went in and stopped it. And, Officer Pettigo took one to the leg. And, we could have had a lot more hurt.
Happening in a couple hours, Chattanooga police will attend a vigil for fallen police officers, including our own Sergeant Tim Chapin. I'll have coverage coming up at 11. Reporting out of Washington, D.C., I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Each year since 1994, the National Association of Police organization has presented the Top Cops Award ceremony. We'll have coverage from D.C. again tomorrow right here on Channel 3.
Chattanooga's top cops will be recognized here at the JW Marriott Hotel in Washington, D.C. But tonight they spent the evening remembering those who gave their all. Thousands gathered at the National Mall for the Vigil for Fallen Police Officers, where the names in service of officers killed in the line of duty were honored. For Chattanooga Police Officer Lauren Johnston, the experience is bittersweet. The last time he was here was when Sergeant Tim Chapin's name was added to the memorial. Chapin was killed in a botched robbery gone wrong. Johnston was wounded in that attack.
Sergeant Tim Chapin, that's the reason I was here in 2012. And and I'm here for him again. It doesn't go away.
What they're saying is that they're not alone. I look behind you, and there's quite literally thousands of police officers who represent that willingness to sacrifice themselves to protect our communities.
The vigil for fallen officers has been held for 28 years. And coming up tomorrow, our coverage continues as Chattanooga's top cops will be awarded at a ceremony tomorrow night. But for now, reporting in Washington, D.C., I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.